Oh, hello. Rhys had a little scare there. He thought he lost all of his hard work.
I literally thought there was 0 notes as we were doing the intro to the show. Like
It's
the intro
alright though.
music.
It's alright. So hello, and welcome to the Something Something Show. My name is Adam. As always, I am joined by Rhys.
Oh yeah?
Hello. We are back. We're quicker back this time than we were before. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think, is this the first time, maybe ever, we've done it like in successive weeks?
Have we actually?
I think.
Have we managed
Did
it?
we do it last week?
Because I was going to put a post up on Facebook saying it's our time of the month, but I decided against that.
I think the last episode was it last week? Or maybe it was the week before.
It was so
It was
much
still
fun.
very
It
close.
feels like yesterday.
Yeah.
All right. But we got a lovely little show planned for you today.
Yes.
The usuals return. We've got It's a Strange World. We've got lovely news stories. You've got some wacky wildlife, haven't you?
I've got some wacky wildlife. I've got some other random stuff. It's just so much good stuff. I just don't want to spoil it.
Lovely. As always, we'll just have a look at what's been going on in the real world. Yeah. Before we go to La La Land,
Aye.
what's been going on?
Well, a couple of deaths today. It's a bit of a somber day.
It is actually.
Depending on, your opinion on things.
Yeah. Well, one of them for definite. The
Yeah.
other one,
Maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, so obviously the first one.
I mean, let's go for the obvious one first, because everyone's talking about it, and their mother and their grandmother.
Yeah.
Prince Philip has died.
He has.
He
He
was
has.
husband of the Queen, obviously, for those who are unfamiliar. Well, he died at the age of 99.
That's old.
He was 2 months from getting a special 100th birthday card of his wife. Yeah, that's what everyone lives for. They say that, don't they? If you get to 100, the Queen sends you a
She
personally
writes
signed.
you a letter, doesn't she?
Yeah, personally
Yeah.
signed. Yeah.
Good lord.
So he's like, fuck's sake, it's so close. But yeah, 73 years they were married.
73.
73 years.
What would that be? Because I know.
Well, if you're asking me for a date,
No. As in, what is it? You've got like a ruby anniversary. Things like that.
I don't know off the top of my head,
Oh,
but I
right,
know
yeah.
like 50 is like ruby, I think.
You'd be platinum at that point, wouldn't you?
Oh, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Either way, it was a long ass time to be married to someone.
Yes. Yeah.
They're flying the flags at half mast, as they do. The Queen's supposed
Is that a euphemism?
No, it's just. Well, I mean, he's probably been flying a half mast for the last few decades. You know what I mean? He's got a quite interesting life, though. Regardless of what you think of the guy. Yeah, it's especially interesting.
I was wondering what he'd actually done.
Well, like I'd watched there was a show called The Crown, and I haven't watched all of it, but I watched the first couple of seasons, and it was focused on Philip and Elizabeth.
Yeah.
So like I know a little bit about him, but like first of all, Matt Smith played him in The Crown, and it's just
Matt
like
Smith.
Matt Smith.
Doctor Who
Doctor
guy.
Who, yeah. But if you actually look at, like, if you look at them, like when he was young and then him side by side, they look like they picked a really good actor. He's got like the right facial features and shit.
Because he's got quite a unique face.
Yeah,
They've both
yeah.
got
Yeah,
quite
exactly.
unique faces. Yeah.
So, but he was pretty good in that. But anyway, so I know a little bit, and I've done a little bit of research because I didn't pay that close attention to the show. So he was born in Greece. His family was exiled from the country when he was 18 months old.
Savage.
Went educated in France, Germany, and the UK. He joined the British Royal Navy in 39, aged 18. Then he. Okay, this is a bit weird. From July 19. This is a different time. Keep in mind.
Yeah.
From July 1939, he began corresponding with the then 13-year-old Princess Elizabeth, who he first met in 1934.
Oh.
So he met her when she was like 8 and he was like 13. Apparently they had a little thing going on since then.
Okay. Well,
During the Second
leave
World War, he served with distinctions in the Mediterranean and Pacific fleets. After the war, he was granted permission by the king to marry his daughter. Before the official announcement of their engagement in 47, he abandoned his Greek and Danish titles and styles, became a British subject, and adopted the surname Mountbatten, which
Nice.
is his grandmother's surname, I think.
Yeah.
So like, basically now, like, obviously none of the royals have surnames, but any of the lower ones who are not quite royal, they're allowed to have the surname Mountbatten Windsor, which is like the official royal surname.
Muckbatten Windsor.
Mountbatten.
Oh right.
Windsor. It's like the official royal name, even though
The official hashtag.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's what it says in their birth certificate, I guess. If do they even have births? I don't fucking know. Anyway, he developed the equestrian event of carriage driving.
What, he invented carriage driving?
Well, I think it's like a type of sport.
Oh,
like,
right.
Involved with horses. It just happens to be called carriage driving.
Oh.
I don't really understand what it is, but he apparently created that.
Well, good for him. Good for
Yeah.
him. You know, memorable.
Obviously, he served as the chairman for the Duke of Edinburgh Award.
Yeah.
Self-improvement program.
That's
for
where the
young
name
people.
comes from, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
He was the longest-serving consort of a reigning British monarch and the longest-lived male member of the British royal family. He retired in 2017, aged 96, having completed 22,219 solo engagements since 52.
What? Oh, as
Like
in
he
like
retired-
in battles?
No, like solo engage, like, you know, just like events and shit that they had to go to. The stuff
Oh.
the royal family had to do, like.
Well, mate, I go through so many solo engagements all day, every day.
But I mean, like, I think it's stuff like, you know,
Yeah,
like
going
you
out
know,
and shaking
talking to another
hands and-
country and
yeah.
making relations and
Being
all
a
that shit.
diplomat.
Yeah.
Doing all
So
that
apparently he
nerd
did-
stuff.
Apparently, when he retired, aged 96, he'd done 22,000 of those.
Not bad.
Yeah, and then he died today, 2 months before his 100th birthday, which is a bit of a bitch.
Yeah, bit of a bummer.
Mm.
Bit of a bummer. You had some quotes that he said, didn't you?
Oh yes.
Oh,
Well,
let's see. Let's see what he said.
Let's see what makes the cut first of all. It's a pretty grim. Like, I've got to find it first. Give me a sec. Okay, so he was an eccentric fella. I mean, that's one way to put it.
Yeah.
So so basically, I'm trying to think which one to start with, 'cause they're all pretty bad. They're all pretty bad.
I don't think we can get in
I
that
mean,
much trouble
listen,
for.
I would like to go to Russia very much, although the bastards murdered half my family. Is a starting quote. That's a pretty.
That's gonna set the tone
Yeah.
for where we're at.
And it gets worse. It gets worse. So much worse. So let me see. You are a woman, aren't you? He said to a He said to a Kenyan woman who was presented him with a small gift in 1984.
Why would you ask that?
Even if you're not sure.
Yeah, you just go, thank you. That's all
Yeah.
you needed to say.
If you stay here much longer, you'll all be slitty-eyed, the prince told British exchange students who lived in Xi'an in China. I don't know how to pronounce that, but yeah, pretty racist. Oh, it gets worse.
And intelligent.
If it has 4 legs and it's not a chair, if it has 2 wings and flies and it's not an airplane, if it swims and it's not a submarine, the Cantonese will eat it.
Okay.
He once told a 14-year-old that he'd probably do with losing a bit of weight if he wanted to be an astronaut.
Oh. I mean, he's a realist. He's a realist.
The boy's basically a man, I'm not going to lie to him. And then, so who's on drugs here? He looks as if he's on drugs. He said to of a 14-year-old boy while at a Bangladeshi youth club. This is pretty bad too.
Yeah.
The Philippines must be half empty. You're all here running the NHS. He told an assistant lieutenant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I think you get the picture.
Yeah. So he's got a mouth on him.
Yeah, and obviously,
Bloody hell.
well, the other death was DMX, the rapper. I see that Q Creeper said, I hope we have as much information on DMX.
Well, DMX is coming, alright?
In my defense, I found out about DMX like an hour ago compared to I found out Prince Philip
Yeah,
like
I found
5 hours ago.
You told me.
So,
and I was more sad than about Prince
Oh
Philip
yeah.
or whatever.
But I mean, he was no saint himself, you know. He was in prison for plenty of things. But then he's
DMX.
got that,
Oh, right. I
like
thought we were talking
plenty
about
of
the older...
but then he also did, you know, X gon' give it to you.
Yeah.
And that's literally all I know about it.
I remember Cat Williams did a stand-up
Nice.
bit about when he met him,
Yeah.
and he went to a restaurant with him, and apparently he did actually speak like, "Hey yo, bitch, give me a cup of water." Yeah.
But so basically now, like, either up there or maybe down there.
We won't.
There's a royal rap battle going on right now.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I'm glad that they probably can't make that now on YouTube. I hate those rap battles.
The epic rap battles
I
of history.
hate them. George Washington
I
v
love them.
Isaac Newton. Fuck
I'm
off.
sorry, but I love
No,
them.
they're very cringe to
Why?
me.
Why
They're
do you,
very
why do you
cringe.
hate them?
It's just like stupid little word plays and.
Well, that's kind of rap in a nutshell, mate.
Nah, but it's not cool.
Is it
It's not
because
cool.
they're white?
It has nothing to do with that, Rhys. All right. Well, I feel like we've covered the deaths quite well now. So
Yeah.
we'll you know.
I mean, to be fair, the
Raise a
reason why
glass
we
to
didn't
him.
have as much on DMX is, well, first of all, we found out later, but second of all, he just didn't, believe it or not, as a rapper, he still didn't say as many outrageous things as Prince Philip did.
No, no. I think
So he's doing something
that's
right.
pretty respectful.
Yeah.
That's pretty respectful. Now, I've got something written here,
Right.
and I'm going to have to quickly Google this as I do it because I don't know much about it. But I'm interested. It's the riots in Northern Ireland.
All right. I haven't really heard anything about it.
Apparently there's like loads of violence, so I'll just like quietly type this.
Did they just like, I don't know, like have an argument over the St. Patrick's Day celebrations? There was that recently, wasn't there? You know, one of them spilled a pint over the other one. Yeah, it was St. Patrick's Day a couple of weeks ago.
I'm trying to figure out if it's a bit you're doing or...
I'm just saying, it was St. Patrick's Day a few weeks ago. Maybe, you know, one of them spilled a beer over the other one. It ignited a war between, you know.
That's all
I
it
really
takes.
shouldn't take
That's
the
all it takes, yeah. Let's have a look. What is behind the violence? Alright, more than 70 officers have been hurt in what police are calling Northern Ireland's worst violence for years after sporadic rioting in several towns and cities over the past 10 days.
Now, see, it's still not explaining, so is it like another potato famine? That was a joke.
Oh, I think it's a gang thing.
Oh, right.
It says violence involving gangs of people as young as 12 started on the 29th of March in an area of Londonderry. That is loyal.
Does Ireland have gangs? Is this like War of the Buttons again?
Wait. So these people who were kicking off, it says they were in favour of keeping Northern Ireland as a part of the UK. So there might be, it's like a...
So it's like an Irish independence thing. Like.
Oh, look! Cute Creeper, straight away, because of Brexit.
Cute Creeper knows everything.
Is he the one who fact-checked me last time?
Yeah.
Alright, well...
Basically, we just need him on the show as like the official research guy.
Yeah.
You know.
Fact-checktionary corner.
You'll just do the shit that we can't be asked to do. Yeah.
So, alright, we'll put that violence in Northern Ireland down to gangs.
Yeah, and about Brexit though.
Just see what happens. Oh yeah,
Doesn't
gangs
surprise
and
me
Brexit.
though. But it's like Scotland tried the same thing, didn't they? They wanted independence,
Yeah.
and even Wales is trying it as well.
Yeah.
It's just like,
But
there's just not enough people who are gonna want it anyway. And I think Brexit has proved, like, independence, pretty much nothing changes except you're just like a little bit worse off.
no, our trade deals are going a bit funny. I don't know what's going on.
Well, maybe there's something in the big picture that changes, but like to the average everyday person, it's like, why do you care so much? Just get on with life. Like, I'm sick of any type of Brexit. Like, even something that like is around that ballpark. I just don't care. I don't give a fuck if my country is linked to 6 other countries and they decide, just let me live my life. Like, I don't care.
I think you're missing out, Rhys. Right? There's some wonderful things that come from being in the EU.
What's going to be next? It's going to be like, I don't know. Like, so it's going to be something like Brenta. It's going to be about Britain entering some new.
It'll be with America.
Brenta.
We'll be buddying up with America.
The United Allies or some shit.
Oh, have you heard about the vaccine passport?
Is that to like prove that you can go to other places?
I think we were sort of talking about it before.
Yeah.
Where
with nightclubs.
Yeah. So they're kind of putting that into.
What is it? What specifically for nightclubs or like for actually leaving the country?
No, I think it's for nightclubs and stuff. But the venue owners, they don't want it because they're like, well, what? You're going to make it even harder for people to come in. Like,
exactly.
Just let people get drunk, please.
Yeah. I concur.
Let's have a look. One Cute Creeper. I have the Pfizer vaccine already. Well,
I haven't had my letter or anything. My brother has. My brother's had his vaccine. I don't know which one he had.
Pfizer's German. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know that. I've got a silent P in my name.
Oh, I saw this thing the other day. Like, these people came out of like a testing thing, singing "I Predict a Riot" or something.
Yeah.
So and then people were like, "Oh, that's the Pfizer Chiefs." Yeah.
Oh my god! Wow. I'm kind of pleased with that one.
Yeah. You know me. I love my dad jokes.
Oh, and I'll give a little foresight. Your little boy He told an amazing dad joke,
Oh,
didn't he?
he
We've
did.
got that coming up.
We've got that coming up. It's
We've
going to be
got
good.
that coming up. Don't worry.
It's kind of taking over Reddit Corner for a week, but it's worth it.
Yeah. Oh, I thought of a new name for Reddit Corner.
What's that?
Reddit said it.
Nice, I like it.
Don't steal that, anyone. Alright,
hey, we just put it on
intellectual property right there. Don't
copyright.
Don't steal it. Oh, that was sick.
Yeah.
Good song. What was that? What was it called?
That was Loner by Youngblood.
Whoa. It's only one letter away from...
Oh, okay. I was thinking of a letter at the end.
It wasn't a mature joke.
Have a boner.
Music and that.
Gripping mature content.
Yeah. So that puts us to It's a Strange World.
Yeah.
If anybody is new, in this little feature we just spout out some mad little news stories that we found. Pretty much.
Just strange stories from
around the globe.
Aye. Well, have you actually got any?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've got a few. Right. Here's the first one. Cardiff man, close to home.
Close to home.
Who tried to mail himself from Australia, is now searching for the 2 men who nailed him in.
What? Nailed with an N.
So So I read into this story a little bit, and basically there was a guy who moved to Australia when he was very young. I think it was in like the 60s or something like that.
Yeah.
And he basically tried to get himself back to Wales.
Right.
By putting himself in a big box.
Yeah.
And like FedExing himself to Cardiff.
How do you do that? Like, someone's got to help you, because like when you're in that box, like you're not taking yourself to the post office. Someone's taking you to the post office.
You just sort of kick the side and roll your way there.
But even when you get there, you got to explain to the person at the desk, "Can you mail me, please?"
Just poking your boarding pass out of the top slits, like. No, so I think it was last night, and my mum told me about this story. I discovered it with her, and I thought that he was searching for the men because he wanted to be like, "Well, what you doing nailing me in there for, you fucking idiot?
Yeah.
Could have died." But no, apparently that was part of the plan.
Oh, right, okay.
And I guess it would have needed to look pretty official.
Right, so if that was part of the plan, why is he looking for them? Because surely he knows who they are.
I think they might have just been top blokes. And he might have just been like, "Oh, I need to give these guys a good thank you." Apparently they were Irish.
So they nailed him. So like, how did that help him? I'm not really getting this.
Well, you can't nail yourself into a box.
So he put himself in a box.
And then went,
and then some randomer.
Oi, lads.
You didn't get someone you knew to do it. Some random, just shouted in the street till some random guy just decided, "Yeah, I'll nail you in."
Yeah,
and take you to the post office, I guess.
Yeah.
So now he's looking for the guy.
Can you weigh this for me?
So while they spent hours nailing him in and taking him to the post office, you didn't think to ask for their names or anything?
Well, that's what I wondered. All right, that's what anybody would wonder. But apparently the plan didn't actually go ahead. Well, it did, but I think he sat
he
on
ended
some...
up in Kuwait or something.
He sat on some tarmac for a little bit in the crate, and then I think somebody came and got him out. Because I imagine they do X-rays.
So basically, yeah, maybe. Or like the people who nailed him was like, "Do you think we should report that guy? It's a bit fucking weird."
What if he dies, bro?
They got home, they got stoned, they got really paranoid. They were like, shit, we better report that guy. What if he dies? Will we get done for manslaughter because we nailed him in?
They remembered 5 days later, like, "Oh shit, we shouldn't have done that." No, so I mean, I'm hoping that that was the end of it. You're right though. He should have known who was nailing him in. Yeah. So maybe I'll look more into that.
It's a weird one.
I would.
So many things require more context. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, if there's any fact checkers out there, just have a look. Or if you want to know about it, have a look. But it's an interesting little story.
It's a weird one.
Yeah.
So do you remember I was saying about how the guy lost his lottery ticket and then found it and cashed it in?
Oh yeah.
It's happened again.
What?
And I had to double check that it wasn't the same story.
Yeah.
It's not the same story. It's a different story. So A Michigan man who collected a £150,000 Powerball prize said he almost missed out on the jackpot when he lost his ticket and didn't find it again until just days before it expired.
Ooh.
So this is a little bit different to the other one, which was just if you found it unsigned, you could just claim it. Anil Phillip, 47, of Wayne County, Michigan, told Michigan lottery officials he bought a ticket on the 14th of March. Decided not to claim his prize right away after learning he'd won 150 grand. Okay.
Why wouldn't you?
Weird choice, but
yeah.
Okay. He's like, nah, I'll sit on that.
Maybe it'll appreciate in value.
He won the prize right when COVID hit, so he decided to wait to claim the prize. He ended up misplacing the ticket and just found it a few days ago. And I'm sorry, right? I've never won the lottery, but if I ever do, I'm not fucking losing that ticket. It'll be stapled to my fucking face before I lose it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
exactly.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, So eventually he found the ticket. I don't know where he found it. I assume in, like, behind his sofa or something. And he's now planning on using his jackpot to pay off his student debts.
Why wouldn't you just wait till you're 50?
What a boring lottery win.
I mean,
Like,
alright,
you're
it
just
would
doing it
free you
wrong.
up.
Yeah,
Like,
but
imagine if you had that debt hanging
who's got
over you.
150,000 in student debt? Okay, maybe some people have, I don't know, but I don't think it was quite that high.
It's normally like 30k, isn't it?
Yeah, I like
30
that
to
at
50.
most, like, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But either way, the guy became rich, and then, well, actually, maybe he was already rich. But then again, so that's another thing. If he was already rich, he was like, oh, I can wait to cash that in. Why has he got debts? So, like, why is he waiting to cash it? I just
I'll tell you what.
nothing makes sense about the story.
I can kind of understand that, like, oh yeah, I'll sit on it. You know, I'll
Sorry,
just
I
keep
would
it.
not be sitting on it. I would be fucking
No, that's true. I'll be
jumping with
I'll
it.
be skipping my way to the bank.
Yeah.
Cute Creeper says, sounds very American. I think you're right. I think they were both in America, weren't they?
What's that now?
Both of the
Oh
lottery
yeah,
ticket
yeah. They both
losers and then
I mean,
winners.
it's a Powerball. I think a Powerball is an American thing. We don't call ours the Powerball.
We've got
the
Lotto Jackpot Million.
whatever.
Rollover.
Euro Millions.
Yeah,
and all
that's
that
the
crap.
one. Oh, can't say that now.
What do you mean?
We're out of
It's
the
still
U-
called the Euro Million.
What? So
It's all the people in Europe.
yeah.
It's not the EU.
Oh.
Like Europe still exists.
All right. I thought they were breaking up the band. All
Well,
right.
like we're not part of the EU anymore. We're still part of Europe, though, the country.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we've just had it explained by Cute Creeper, who says Powerball is like multiple states lotteries combined,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool if you think about it.
Well, this one, it was the Michigan area one, I guess.
Oh,
So whatever the surrounding areas of Michigan are.
yeah, Michigan.
Fuck off. Same shit.
Yeah.
Well, when they can pronounce our words properly, then, you know, when they start butchering English.
Yeah. It's maths because it's mathematics.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got an S on the end because it's
Yeah.
plural.
Yeah. You're not doing one calculation, are you? All right, here we go. Here's something about Elon Musk. We all love Elon Musk, right?
Yeah.
Were you done with your thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Right. Elon Musk shares a video. Have you heard of Neuralink?
No. I can sort of guess what it is based on the context of Neuralink, but, you know, some sort of brain control shit.
Yeah. It's essentially that. So it can kind of tap into whatever it is, your neurons, and tell what your brain's doing, pretty much. But the headline here is Elon Musk shares video of his Neuralinked monkey playing video games with its mind.
So it's like in his head controlling the stuff that's happening on screen.
Now, don't get me wrong. All right, this isn't like it's just jumped on Advanced Warfare.
I was just
and
gonna
it's
say,
popping round.
Is it playing
doing, like,
Tetris or is it playing Breath of the Wild?
360 no scopes, like yeah. No, it's Pong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Very, very basic. I'll read on. So, first Neuralink product will enable someone with paralysis to use a smartphone with their mind faster than somebody using their thumbs.
Nice.
The tech billionaire says.
I guess it's similar to the tech that Stephen Hawking used, probably.
Yeah.
Because like he used to use his eyes to scan, to do, like, if you wanted to like click something on his screen, you would sort of look at it and then he would just, like, I don't know how it worked exactly.
Oh.
But he could use his, like, obviously.
Yeah,
he
I knew there was some sort of a.
It was to do with his eye
interface.
movements or something, so I'm assuming
okay.
that it's a similar thing.
Oh right. thought he was giving me googly eyes. No, I mean that will be mad though. Imagine that if you get mashed up by a car or something like that.
Yeah, so
you can still play Flappy Birds on your phone.
But the most important question is though, did the monkey win on Pong?
What annoys me, right? You know when you see disabled people in a car, and and they're driving, and they blow on them tubes to like tell the car when to go.
Never actually seen that, but yeah.
So essentially, it's like there's a gas pedal.
Yeah, I get the theory behind it. Like, it's just I've never seen it. It's quite rare.
Now this monkey, it had one of those tubes.
Right.
So I think it just figured out that if you blow, it moves it that way. If you suck, it moves it that way.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Neuralink.
So that's not really with his mind, then, is it?
Well, that's what I was thinking. I use video games.
So
I use my mind to play video games all day, every day.
It's like, technically you use your mind to press a button.
Yeah,
so it's
essentially. Like, but no, I imagine there would be some actual science going on there. But
yeah, when you can build a base on Fortnite and score me, then give me a call. Maybe
1v1 me, bro.
Yeah. Sus.
I mean, it will be interesting though. We'll have to keep up with stuff like that. Oh, here's a call to action.
Oh yes.
What's your favourite Elon Musk project?
Or just your favourite Elon Musk story in general?
Yeah.
He's got some funny ones.
He does. The Boring Company. He's good with names.
Yeah.
He's good with names.
Yeah. So, a GoPro camera has been found after 4 years underwater because of a TikTok user.
TikTok wasn't even a thing back then.
So a video posted to TikTok helped a California man reunite a couple with a GoPro camera that had spent nearly 4 years underwater after being lost at a waterfall. So Rio Villa said, "Oh, that's the name of the person. I thought that was the name of the place." Okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay, just my brain just readjusting. Rio Villa said she and her boyfriend are visiting Three Sisters Falls on April 3rd when they found a GoPro camera wedged between the water and some rocks under a waterfall. She posted the video to TikTok showing footage from the camera depicting a couple exploring San Diego. So what? So the camera still worked?
Well, I mean, that's what I'm wondering. Like,
Jesus, that's a good camera. I should get a GoPro so they can last 4 years underwater.
Yeah.
The couple said, what about the battery? That's some good ass battery.
We'll have to look into that maybe.
Maybe they charged it after, but like if it's certainly not water damage after 4 years, that's still impressive.
Maybe I had like location services, because if you're doing like extreme paragliding and you drop your GoPro in some woods,
still pretty impressive. Though they survived 4 years underwater.
It is mad.
Didn't get water damaged or whatever.
Yeah.
This well, let me see. I saw the the couple from the video said family members sent them a link to the TikTok the next day. So the people who lost the camera, their family members were like, "Holy shit, this is your camera, look at the TikTok."
Oh wow.
I saw the video and I was like, "What? This is crazy. How can this be? It's us." I was like, "Did you post this? How is this? How is this?"
Mm-hmm.
And now they'd go in to find these people and reunite them with their long lost camera. So there's a lot of themes here, because like last time we had the story about the reunited parrot and the lottery ticket, and this week we've got another lottery ticket and another reuniting.
We do.
You know, maybe the GoPro will come back with a Mexican accent or something, like the parrot did.
Heroin, cocaine, and meth now legal in Oregon.
Let's go to Portland.
What?
Portland, Oregon.
Oh, I thought you said Poland.
Yeah, Portland.
I'm going to Poland.
I mean, it's probably illegal there too, to be fair.
Who knows? But I think it's actually worked. I think it's actually sort of reduced drug-related crime.
What's actually happened though? Have they like decriminalised it? Have they completely made it legal?
I think they've decriminalised it.
Yeah.
So I think if you get caught manufacturing it, you're probably still going to be prosecuted. But if you get caught with a little bit on you, or if you know whatever, then
I mean, addict's gonna addict. There's no point in pretending they don't exist. Well, no, I'm not saying that to be funny, but
no, it was just weird.
But like, you know, they're probably just like they're gonna do it anyway. There's no point in pretending and really doing a waste time filling yourselves with addicts
Yeah.
You know, like they're literally just taking it because they're addicted or whatever.
Yeah.
Like obviously, if they turn around and start stabbing people in the eye with a fork, then
That's when you know you got problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when PCP has entered into the mix, and then they'll just roll it back a little bit.
Told you to stay off the bath salts.
I mean meth. Apparently, you shouldn't even do it once, and they're saying it's now.
Yeah.
You can just do it. So.
I mean, yeah, I suppose. I mean, I got no problem with it really. It's like mainly
night,
because you know it might be legal, but it doesn't mean you have to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you said, it's decriminalised, so it's still not technically legal. Like you can't just go into a restaurant and start fucking sniffing some heroin. You know what I mean? Or some coke or whatever.
I think there were places in New York and maybe even London where I think junkies can go and shoot up and stuff like that, and it's kind of administered, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, they probably do, like, just to make sure they don't do it wrong and kill themselves.
I've got a good segue, right? So it's often Louis Theroux,
Louis Theroux, I think it is. Theroux.
There's an X in there.
Yeah,
so
I think it's Theroux.
I'm not to blame. So here's a story about him, right? Or not about him. Mortified woman shares awkward moment that she thought she met Louis Theroux on a night out.
Theroux. Like I'm gonna throw something.
I think it's French.
Yeah.
So it's
I think it's Theroux.
Theroux. Yeah. Anyway, let us know how you say Louis
I could be
Theroux
wrong.
in the comments. We might be wrong. Whatever. So basically, I saw the picture. I'll describe it to you. Right. It was this lady holding up like a Versace bag, showing it off, whatever, flexing, and next to this guy who sort of looked like Louis Theroux.
Yeah.
And apparently she got rinsed, mate. Yeah. She got rinsed online.
Oh, I've seen some funny ones. Like, I was like, oh, I met Hulk Hogan or something, and it's just like some Asian guy with a wig on. You know what I mean? It's just some funny shit.
Yeah, an Asian guy.
Well, I don't know. That's just an example, but it's just it's just like clearly not
a
the
guy
person
with
you
a
think
blonde
it is.
moustache.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord. And the last one I've got here, the last little story for you, is woman claims anxiety the day after drinking is a real thing.
I mean, yeah.
And experts agree.
I mean, it's not really that much of a shocking news story. Like anxiety is pretty common, and hangovers, I'm assuming, would emphasise your anxiety.
Yeah.
So yeah, it pretty much makes sense to me.
Yeah. I mean, you get like the shakes.
You couldn't exactly call up work and be like, I could have the day off, I've got anxiety. But its existence, I will give you that. Like, you know.
Yeah. It's not diagnosable, but not ideal.
We'll do Rhys Jr Corner, which is the name I made up for this week.
Yeah.
Because it's only going to take like 30 seconds. We'll do that now, then we'll go on the break.
Yeah.
Because it's literally it's a tiny little thing.
And give them a little bit, as they're going.
So, Rhys Jr Corner, named after my son. His name is not Rhys Jr,
right.
but it fits the title better. So,
yeah.
Basically, we were sitting together on the bus. I was playing Pokemon Go. I caught a shiny Chansey in Pokemon Go.
Is that good?
Well, a shiny is basically just a different coloured version of the Pokemon, but it's rare, right?
Okay.
So I caught the shiny Chansey. I was, giving my son a little elbow. I was like, oh, look what I just caught. And he was like, what are the chances of that? And I was like, oh, wow. I've never been so proud of my son.
Wow.
That in that moment, quick as a flash, it didn't even take him a second to think about it.
Good
bam.
Lord.
I was like, he's going to go places.
Oh, there's some good blood in there.
The pun master. And I love a good dad joke and a good pun.
Oh, good Lord.
And it was quick as a flash. He didn't even have to think about it. Just
proudest dad moment.
Oh,
right
mate,
there.
I've seriously never been so proud of him.
I can imagine you turning round.
School report card all ace. Fuck that. He made a fucking good pun.
I can imagine you turning round on the bus to the people behind, going, "Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you see that? That's my boy."
Literally. Oh, it was the best thing ever.
Well, hopefully he'll come out with some more crackers and we can read them out.
I can leave you with another dad joke that I'm just for myself.
Oh,
so I was trying to catch fog the other day. Missed.
Wacky Wildlife, I do believe.
Yeah. Well, first of all, let's give a shout out to Q Kruger's wife.
Oh yeah.
For taking the piss out of him for listening to Cypress Hill in 2021.
Yeah, cute creeper. My wife walked in the room to make fun of me listening to Cypress Hill in 2021.
She should have.
Why? It's a good album. All right.
No, it was just funny.
Yeah. So Wacky Wildlife.
Oh, we've got some Wacky Wildlife today.
Whoa. All right. You've got stuff.
Yeah. So, well, I've noticed a trend lately. I don't know what's going on. There may be something in the water.
Okay.
But like animals are going apeshit lately.
Whoa.
So there's a few stories.
Well, we've got a monkey doing pong with his brain. So
yeah, that's just the tip of the iceberg, mate. So first of all, I've named this one Water Lizard 7-Eleven. So a customer at a convenience store in Thailand captured video of the unusual scene that unfolded when a gigantic lizard wandered into the store and climbed the shelves.
Whoa.
Now I've seen a picture of this, and literally it's like the size of like 3 shelves. It's like it's huge, fucking. It's like the size of you.
Wouldn't that just then become a crocodile?
But it's a lizard though. It's like I don't know what creature it was like specifically.
Yeah.
But oh fuck, I can't pronounce this now. Jijene Narumpa. Sorry if I butchered that.
Probably pretty good.
Posted photos and video to Facebook showing the lizard, believed to be a water monitor. There we are. It's a water monitor.
Okay. Nice.
Browsing the aisles of a 7-Eleven store before climbing the shelves, knocking numerous products to the ground.
Uh-huh.
It was unclear how the lizard was eventually removed from the business. Water monitors are common in Thailand and are known as some of the largest reptiles in the world. Whoa. And it was huge.
Was it bigger than the coconut crab that was hugging onto the bin?
I would say probably about the same size.
Okay.
It was pretty.
Whoa,
yeah,
that's big.
Pretty big.
Imagine a wheelie bin. That's the size of it then.
Yeah.
Shit.
Also, as if that wasn't bad enough, alligator chilling in the car. So, sheriff deputies and wildlife officers were summoned to a Florida apartment complex where a massive 10-foot alligator was found resting under a parked car. The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office said in a Facebook post Tuesday that the deputies responded to an apartment complex in Tampa to help remove the gigantic gator from under the vehicle. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, that's a mouthful, was also summoned to the scene, and deputies worked together with the wildlife officers to relocate the 10-foot 2-inch reptile to an alligator farm. The sheriff's office said there was no injuries to humans or gators during the rescue. So good.
That's good. Yeah. That is good. That's what you want.
But you know what's not as good?
What?
And this is the breaking monkey news. So, police in
yeah, go on.
Okay, so police in Germany are asking the public to keep watch for 20 to 25 monkeys that escaped from their zoo enclosure.
No way. No way. Are you serious?
I'm serious. Freiburg police said 20 to 25 Barbary macaque monkeys escaped Thursday from a zoo in Loffingen, and zookeepers were unsuccessful in their initial attempts to recapture the primates. Now, first of all, I love how they've described it as 20 to 25. So they don't know exactly how many have gone missing. Like, we think maybe 20, maybe 25. We haven't seen Roger in a few days.
No.
Police said construction work in progress at the zoo may have allowed the animals to escape, but the investigation is ongoing. Zookeepers told police the monkeys are not believed to pose a danger to humans and are more likely to flee than attempt to fight. Members of the public who spot the loose monkeys are being urged to keep a safe distance and contact police. Okay. It's very conflicting there.
Yeah.
They're not out there to hurt you, but if you see them, stay away and phone the police.
Immediately. Yeah. Maybe they've got screwdrivers and
chainsaws. Yeah. So we've got monkeys on the loose. We've got an alligator doing a bit of a mechanic's job under a car, and a water lizard fancied a Sprite and went into a 7-Eleven. Like, you know, so
yeah,
it's all kicking off.
I've got a little memory that's linked to that lizard thing going in the shop.
Shoot, go for it.
I remember seeing a video of it must have been in like Canada or somewhere like that, but it must have been like a 7-Eleven or somewhere like that. But a bear just walks into the shop,
right? Like
goes near the door, and there's like a couple of cubs nearby.
Got any smokes, mate?
and this shopkeeper guy just goes up to it, smacks it on the arse, and is like, "Get out, get out!" And it's like, "Oh bloody hell, all right then."
Take some balls.
Yeah,
amazing
balls.
Balls of steel.
Takes bare balls to do that. All right.
But what else is fun? We're doing a little bit different for Wacky Wildlife. We're sort of biased in the sort of animals direction.
Yeah.
But we need to give plants some love too.
Oh, okay.
So we've got a little feature on the Venus flytrap.
Oh, they creep me out. I
Yeah.
don't like them. I don't like plants that move.
See, I think they're pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I get what you mean about being creepy, but like,
Yeah.
when you read about them, they're
Carnivorous
pretty
plants.
cool. So yeah, essentially. So obviously, everyone probably knows what a Venus flytrap is, but like, I'm just talking about the details now of how exactly they work.
Yeah. So that's for those who don't know. Are the things that eat flies?
Yeah, basically they're like they're technically classified as a leaf, but they got like teeth and they sort of close up on their prey.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Venus flytrap, I'm not even going to bother pronouncing the scientific name, is a carnivorous plant native to subtropical wetlands on the east coast of the US in North Carolina and South Carolina.
Okay.
It catches its prey, chiefly insects and arachnids, so if it kills spiders, I'm all for it.
Hey.
With a trapping structure formed by the terminal portion of each of the plant's leaves, which is triggered by tiny hairs called trigger hairs or sensitive hairs. Yeah. So on their inner surfaces, so they got these like, well, they're hairs technically, but they're like spikes if you like zoom in microscopically. I watched a video earlier of David Attenborough's great. So basically, if an insect or spider is like crawling along the leaves and contacts one of these hairs, the trap prepares to close, but it waits. It's smart.
Yeah.
It waits until it's hit, I think, at least 5 of them.
Yeah.
So it's like it knows it's a meal worth digesting.
Yeah, it's not a false alarm.
Yeah. So then it clamps down on them once it's done that within 20 seconds of the first strike.
Yeah.
And then essentially it stays closed for like, I think it's like 5 to 10 days, while it just absorbs all the nutrients, and then eventually it opens up and it's just the husk of whatever insect is left. It's just there then, which I don't know. I think it's really cool.
It is cool. What do triffids do?
Triffids.
Yeah. Are they real?
I was going to say, are they
real?
I don't think they're real.
Because I remember a film with Eddie Izzard.
Yeah. The Day of the Triffids.
Yeah.
I don't think they're real though. I mean, they could be. Maybe I don't know, to be honest. Maybe it is a real plant, but they just turned it into it's a fictional. It's not real, Adam.
Okay, well, I mean that's a weight off my mind.
You don't have to worry about Triffids
or Eddie Izzard.
But Venus flytraps are pretty real, but they're not like piranha plants in Mario. The chances are if you come across one, you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
Unless you're an insect.
Then
you're fucked.
Don't tickle 5 hairs.
Yeah.
You'll be a goner.
Or just get out of there. Within 20 seconds of hitting that first hair.
Yeah.
So triggers may occur if 1/10 of the insect is within contact. The requirement of a redundant triggering in this mechanism serves as a safeguard against wasting energy by trapping objects with no nutritional value. And the plant will only begin digestion after 5 more stimuli to ensure it has caught a live bug worthy of consumption. So yeah, basically what I just said.
Yeah.
And a little bit sad, although widely cultivated for sale, the population of the Venus flytrap has been rapidly declining in its native range, and it's now an endangered species.
What?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm not that keen on them anyway, so, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. I laughed out loud about not having to be worried about Eddie Izzard. I mean, Eddie Izzard's real. You do have to be worried about him. Just not the Triffids.
Yeah. Oh.
So that's my wacky wildlife.
Yeah, we'll have more of that. I'll hesitantly say next week.
Yeah, I mean, it depends really if these animals decide to go on another rampage. And give us the stories we need.
We'll see if there's anything been going on.
If any tiger starts doing parkour, we'll let you know.
They invented it. Alright.
We could dive into Masterblind next. I've got a little bit of a fun thing for Masterblind. It's a little bit different.
You've changed it up, haven't you?
Yeah, so because like Masterblind is great in theory, but you don't know anything about the subject that I'm telling you about.
Yeah, normally Masterblind would be we ask questions.
Yeah, about a subject that they don't know.
They don't know, yeah.
And then they just usually reply with, "Well, I don't know."
Yeah.
So switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So this time it's multiple choice.
Okay.
And it's got a bit of a theme.
Yeah.
So you've got a chance of being right, and if you use a bit of logic, you might even get there anyway. So the subject for this one is metal bands. Well, metal/rock bands.
Okay.
So essentially, I'm going to list off a bunch of 3 bands.
Yeah.
One of those is the real band. You've got to tell me which one is the real one.
As in, like, they've all got kooky names.
Yeah, I've got the real band, and then I've made up 2 names. Only one of them is real for each of the questions.
Oh, for each of them?
Yeah, I've got like 6.
Whoa.
So I'll name like 3 bands. You've got to guess which one's real, and we'll go through them.
Okay.
You'll get it as we go along.
Let's try
You'll
it.
get it. So,
Let's give it a
question
go.
1: which of these bands are real?
Yeah.
A. Skindred, B. K-Sphere, or C. Scale Terror.
I think I've heard of Skindred before.
Okay, so you got that one right.
Yeah. All right.
So,
Sweet.
One
sweet.
up. One up.
Yeah.
That was the easy one.
Oh. Just to get me going.
Okay, so this, and they get pretty funny too. So question 2: which of these bands are real?
Yeah.
A. Yassault, B. Meshuggah, or C. Wee Pepper.
I'll go with number 2.
Meshuggah.
Meshuggah.
You are correct.
Hey.
2 out of 2. Nice. Okay.
Go on.
So you're getting the hang of it now. Question 3: which of these bands are real?
Totalica, Metallica, Brotalica.
I mean, these are bands that I think you don't know. So,
okay.
you know. So question number 3. So it's A. Plant Yesterday, B. Dig Up Today, or C. Bury Tomorrow.
Oh, I think it's C. Bury Tomorrow.
That's correct.
Hey,
Hey, look at this. This is like a new record for Masterblind.
Yeah.
Okay. They do get more difficult.
Yeah.
More
I
vague-
hope
more
so, mate.
vague.
I'm not feeling challenged at the moment.
Okay. Which of these bands are real?
Yeah.
A. Totally Risky,
Ooh.
B. Pretty Reckless,
Mm.
or C. Reasonably Careless.
What were they again?
A. Totally Risky,
Okay.
B. Pretty Reckless, or C. Reasonably Careless.
All right, this is the first one I'm going to struggle with.
Yeah.
By
the way, as always, no help from the chat.
Yeah. I can't look at chat. What was the reasonably one?
So it's A. Totally Risky, B. Pretty Reckless, or C. Reasonably Careless.
I will rule out C. I don't think it's C. I will go for B.
Oh, look at you!
No way!
Yeah, you
I
got
am
it.
on fire.
So that's what, 4 out of 4 so far? I didn't expect you to get every single one.
Wow.
You're
All
doing
right.
good.
We'll
Okay.
have to do some sort of bonus thing.
Question 5.
Yeah.
Which of these bands is real?
Oh God.
A. Jack Valley, B. Jason Mountain, C. Mason Hill.
Oh. See, this is pretty much a guess. I will guess C.
Fuck off.
Oh no way!
5 out of 5.
Hey.
Okay,
That
okay,
is a
okay.
new record.
So then, one more. See
Ooh.
if you can get a perfect 6 out of 6.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Which of these bands is real?
Can we just lower the lights in the studio, please? All right.
Diddle 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 doo. You've got no lifelines left. No, that's a different show. I don't know what the Masterblind theme is.
We don't have one.
Mastermind, I meant. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, which of these bands is real? A. Ice 9 Kills,
Mhm.
B. Fire 7 Murders, or C. Water 5 Slaughters. I can go through them again.
Oh man, because the number C, the third one has a real ring to it.
So A.
Yeah.
Ice 9 Kills, B. Fire 7 Murders, or C. Water 5 Slaughters.
Oh, I'm gonna go with A. Oh, I fucked it.
Fucking perfect.
Are
6
you
out of
kidding
6.
me?
Yeah.
Hey.
You guessed like 90% of
I
those.
did.
And you got them right every time. I can't believe that. Well, my favourite one that I thought of was the Yassault, Meshuggah, Wee Pepper.
Yeah,
That was my favourite one. I can't believe that. So I think we found a solution to Masterblind then. Multiple choice. It goes against the actual Mastermind format.
It's good though. It's good though.
But
Help me.
hey, we're changing. Yeah.
Help me.
Yeah, obviously,
I
6 out
mean,
of 6.
So
You're a lucky guy.
now that we've got this newfound format, I will come back next time with more. But I don't
Yeah.
have one today.
But yeah, I'll come with another one similar as well. Maybe I'll do more like fake names and real names, but for something else.
I like those.
Yeah.
I like those.
Speedy Media.
Speedy Media, yes.
Now I only have a game for Speedy Media because I was a bit well, as you can see, I put my effort in the other sections.
Lovely, and I've just got some sort of weird like gaming news, so I'll let you jump in there.
Okay, cool. Well, there's this funny story behind this as well. So my game is Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition.
Yeah. what's
So
that?
essentially, if you've ever played Dynasty Warriors,
Yeah.
or there's other games in the series too, I can't think off the top of my head, but they usually take the Dynasty Warriors sort of base game, and then they just apply different sort of themes to it.
Yeah.
So and it's basically just a hack and slash. You go into a dungeon or a map, and you just kill, literally hundreds of enemies at once. Like, the whole point of the game is to get combos of killing hundreds.
Yeah.
So there's countless enemies. It gets very repetitive, but it's pretty fun if you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So Hyrule Warriors is basically the Zelda skin of that game.
Oh yeah.
So the Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. Now, originally I was supposed to get Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which is the sort of sequel to this game. But me, being Rhys, downloaded the wrong game. Paid 50 quid for the wrong game.
50?
Yeah.
Jesus.
But it's a good game. It's got a port from the Wii U and a port from the DS combined.
Yeah.
And it's got all the DLC. So in terms of content, there's hundreds and hundreds of hours of content on there.
Damn.
But it's not the game I wanted. So that's how I ended up with that game. But it's pretty good, pretty fun. You get to play as 20 different characters from Zelda lore.
Well, that's
and
good.
It goes into some bad guys too.
Ooh.
And it goes into the lore of just generally all the Zelda games if you're complete noob, because for me, Breath of the Wild was the first Zelda game I really played.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
This game is helpful for going back and looking at some of the other lore. And it's just a fun sort of slash hack and slash. Got an hour to kill, you're on a bus or something.
Yeah. Dynasty Warriors seemed just a good time pass.
Yeah. So it's out on Switch, and it might be out on other consoles. I'm not sure, because it's a reskin of the Dynasty Warriors game, so I don't know if it is. But it's out on the Switch anyway.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good. And I will recommend the sequel that I was meant to buy but didn't buy as well, because I know other people who own that game. It's apparently really good, if you're into that kind of game.
Are you going to get it next?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, yeah.
Unless I accidentally download a different game again. And literally, I noticed as I was downloading the game, and I was like, oh, please let me get a refund or something. But it's nope, once you've paid for it,
seriously,
you're done. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, Nintendo are basically you're off being a thick cunt.
Bruh. Alright, anytime I've been on Steam, I went on Steam when I had a really bad computer, tried downloading Far Cry 3, right? You'd think, that could run on anything.
Yeah.
It couldn't on my computer.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I bought it, but it doesn't work on my computer. And they were like, yeah, go on then. Have your money back.
Yeah, Creeper, I've played Link to the Past a little bit. I think I've got it on my DS, I want to say.
Yeah, Cute Creeper says, I've played Zelda games older than Rhys.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Doubt it, mate.
well, Zelda's 35, you cheeky prick. It's got 6 years on me. Well, 5 and a bit. But yeah, I played some of the older Zelda games, but I couldn't really get into them. But now that I've played Breath of the Wild, it's made me want to go back and try them again. Now that I've got a bigger appreciation for the lore and the world and stuff. So yeah, 91. Well, I was born in 91, so it technically is the same age as me. Well, depends when it was released. If it was released after June, it's younger than me.
Yeah.
That's Link to the Past, though. That's a very, very old game.
I remember playing one. I think it might have been on... I could be wrong here.
Game Boy?
Tits. Wait, has it always been Nintendo?
Yeah, Zelda has, yeah.
Ah.
But
maybe N64. I don't know.
November. Oh, so I am slightly older than Link to the Past. So who's fact checking who now? But that's my game anyway. You got a game as you said, I think.
Yeah. So I didn't. I haven't been playing games.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I've just been...
Well, the games I have been playing are games I've already mentioned before.
Yeah, it will be the normal, GTA or COD or something like that. So I chose to go for just some little news updates, right?
Yeah, cool.
Excuse me. If you are a PlayStation player, you can pick up a full year of PlayStation Plus for $27.
Not bad.
I imagine it
probably
would normally be about
quid.
35, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's not bad.
I don't know. But if you're on PS, go and get that. It's only $27. That'll probably be about
And one thing
£25.
we should mention as well about PlayStation Plus and the Xbox, whatever that one's called as well, which I didn't know until recently, was that sometimes they release games on launch through the Game Pass. So literally the day it comes out, you can play it on Xbox Game Pass or on whatever the PlayStation version is. Yeah, and I didn't know they did that. And I mean, obviously, it's not every game, not every AAA game is going to be available on there.
No,
but they do some big games now and again. On there.
There was another. You've pinged a memory. I should have written this down. GTA is free on, I think, Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah, something like that.
But this time, you can use it with xCloud.
Okay.
So the main reason people didn't get it again for like a different console, whatever, or PC, was because you couldn't copy over the save files.
Now you can, I'm assuming.
Yeah. So I'm hoping they've sorted out the sort of cheating problem, which is why they didn't allow it in the first place.
Yeah.
But in any case, yeah, I think that's free as well. So go and get that and copy over your save.
Nice.
Now, have you heard of Lil Nas?
Lil Nas X, the Old Town Road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
Maybe.
I think that's the guy. He did a song with
He's a rapper.
Yeah, he did a song with Billy Ray Cyrus, and it was like a massive hit in mainstream.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And I think he's like gay, so he's like supporting, like, you know, he's like representing like LGBT.
Right. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So I was having a look online, and Lil Nas has released a free rhythm game that has you twerking to his new song Montero, "Call Me by Your Name."
Huh.
Yes.
I wonder if "Call Me by Your Name" is a reference, because there was a movie, like I think it was a gay love story, and it's called "Call Me by Your Name."
I mean, maybe.
So maybe it's a reference to that.
Probably.
He does a lot of representation for like LGBT, that kind of thing.
Ah, right. Okay. So the game itself is what I thought was a lady, but now we've brought up that whole gay thing. I think it's a boy.
Yeah.
Right. And he's twerking.
Yeah.
And you basically drag the
so
bum
this
around.
this whole game is just for like one song. It's basically like
it's sort of like a promo.
It's like a promo for one song.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty good way to do it.
Yeah. I mean, as long as people don't expect games for every single one of your songs that you release. You know
I mean, I don't know if there's a way to change it to a girl bum. Where you're dragging around a girl bum, but I mean, it shouldn't even matter at the end of the day. Yeah, it's 2021.
And it's a game where you fucking twerk. Get over it. You know what I mean? It's not exactly an in-depth fucking game changing, you know,
twerking simulator.
Yeah.
2021. Let's have a look. Catch up on chat here. Cute Creeper. I love GTA 5. Real accurate to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I haven't really played much GTA 5. I was more of a Vice City, San Andreas guy, and for the last 10 years I haven't really owned a PlayStation or an Xbox, so my concentration's gone towards Nintendo. But I've seen a lot of GTA 5 and it looks nice.
It does. It's been coined as the beautiful game.
Yeah, well, I would say fuck GTA, because the beautiful game is Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Oh, I don't know, mate.
Oh,
which one's bigger? Which one's bigger?
Well, I actually don't know.
Size matters.
I actually didn't check how big it was.
I reckon we should check that when the next song's playing. But
but I'm just even though I didn't mention Breath of the Wild as my game, I just need to mention it again because I've been playing it all week. It's such an amazing, beautiful game. Just everything about it. You can go around mountains picking up flowers, plants, mushrooms, and you can kill monsters, but you can also just kill a fox and just shoot it with an arrow, and then you've got some meat. Then you can go down you can cook all that meat together with the mushrooms and shit. And
is there hunger?
There's no hunger, but you use the mushroom, you create food, and that heals you and gives you boosts, if you need electric resistance heat resistance, whatever it is. And there's just so much to do. Literally, I spent maybe 10 to 15 hours just exploring the game without even progressing in the story at all. I didn't get bored once. There's just so much to do, mate.
Yeah.
You can go ride horses. There's a centaur guy who lives up in the mountains. He's super hard to kill. You can go mount him if you want. It's a hard job, but you can do it.
You can mount him.
Yeah, you'd mount a horse.
Oi, oi.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Or they'd mount you. Depends what you like.
Do you know what annoys me?
What?
That it didn't come out for PC.
Well, I mean, it's Nintendo though, isn't it? This exclusive, isn't it?
But now you've got. Here's a funny story. So there's going to be a launch title for something that is a PlayStation designed game, if you know what I mean. It's made by the studios and it's going to launch on PC.
Nice.
Which is weird.
Well, I mean,
and I think
so it's
Xbox
an actual
too.
PlayStation product, but they are not being selfish with it.
So you will, if you get it on Xbox,
you'll
turn your Xbox on, you'll start that game, and the splash screen will be PlayStation.
That's odd.
Yeah.
Also, like PlayStation made the
Yeah.
game, like PlayStation Studios or
PlayStation
whatever.
Studios. Yeah. So for movies, I don't know if you wanted to go for. Have you got anything for movies?
I haven't got anything for movies. I could maybe think of something if you give me a sec.
Well, I'll jump into mine then. So, my thing for movies, I watched a film, which I haven't done. I haven't watched a film from start to end in months.
Oh, see, if I start a film, even if it's really bad, I have to finish it.
Oh, it insults me how bad some films are.
Oh yeah,
so I'm just like.
But it's like in my head, I'm like, I have to at least finish the film to justify that I can shit all over it.
I've made a commitment.
Yeah.
So the film I watched is a film called Rushmore. It came out in 1998.
Ooh, that's an old one.
Yeah. Again, something I don't normally do. I can't stand films from pre-2000s.
Yeah.
But this is a Wes Anderson film.
Okay.
So instantly, I'm in love already.
Yeah.
All right. Now, for anyone who doesn't know who Wes Anderson is, what's the best way to describe him? He's a director / whatever you want to call it, cinematographer. And he does really artsy-fartsy sort of hipstery.
Probably most of them are shit, but then now and again you'll release one and it's like, ooh.
Yeah, he did Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yeah.
And a bunch of other ones. Right?
Yeah.
But the one I watched is called Rushmore. It's really, really good. It's his world building is just next to none, if you know what I mean. His weird little worlds that he can create and stuff like that.
That's cool.
It's pretty much about a private school kid who gets kicked out and he gets sent to public school. But it's all in his Wes Anderson.
So it's got nothing to do with Mount Rushmore, which is what I figured.
No. The school he gets kicked out of is called is called Rushmore.
Oh right.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like, I don't know, some people try and climb Mount Rushmore and deface the presidents or something.
No. But for anyone who loves Wes Anderson films like I do, it is a brilliant one to watch. I was hesitant because it was so old.
Yeah. Actually, that doesn't bother me. Like some of the best films, like one of the best films I've ever seen. Oh, this can be my film. Is 12 Angry Men, which is like a very old black and white film about it's basically a court trial. The whole film is basically did this person do this crime? I think it was murder. I can't really remember, but it was such a good film. And literally, like the whole film is filmed in one room. There's no cutaways.
Like a real character-driven.
Like I don't know if you've ever done jury duty.
No.
I did it a few years ago.
Have you?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They trusted you.
Well, it's random, innit? They didn't specifically pick me out, mate. It's random.
They didn't just see you and go, fuck off, mate.
It was a pain in the ass as well. I had to go to my boss and be like, yeah, I mean jury duty, and they're like, well, can't you get out of it? I was like, well, no, it's jury duty, mate. It's kind of the point, like.
Yeah.
So they eventually let me go, but yeah, it's basically when you've done the trial and then you go to deliberate. So this film is basically the deliberation of the whole.
When they get into the room.
And they all discuss with each other, and I think it's like you got to get like every single person to agree on the same. Or
like a majority.
It depends really, but I think in this film it was everyone has to agree one way or the other. Okay. And when I went, it was everyone has to agree one way or the other.
Wow.
Yeah. So it depends though on the case or whatever. But yeah, it's just that's a really old film. Like I said, one room, no cutaways. It's really good. Really good. Just
when did it come out?
Oh, it's like old. It's like 50s maybe. It's like proper.
Damn.
Maybe 60s. I don't know. It's black and white. It's old.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't do the little piano noise and then some writing comes up.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Jury Duty with Pauly Shore is my favourite courtroom movie. Says Coot Creeper. I haven't seen that, and
apparently that was 1957.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out at some point. It'll go on my endless list.
I'll tell you what, here's a call to action. If you've got an old film.
Or any film.
No, not any film.
Okay.
Can't be any film.
It's got to be an old one.
What's your favourite old film?
Oh, right, okay. I thought you were going to say, like, if you were going to suggest a film.
Oh, no. I'm just saying, let us know any old good films to watch.
Any old good films, or, even though we didn't cover them, any games, music, TV shows.
Yeah.
And if we watch them and love them, then maybe we can then plug them ourselves.
We'll have a chat about them.
Love. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what we'll do.
Would you lie to me?
Would you lie to me? Oh, okay. This is something I do have stuff for.
Nice.
Don't look.
I'm not looking. I can't read that. Do you think I can read that? My eyes are shit, mate.
Okay. And once again, we will not be looking at chat for this little bit, so that we can
not cheat.
Not cheat. Yeah. Alright, okay, so in this little segment, if you are new, we are going to spout out 3 little factoids. One of them is going to be a lie. It's our job to guess which one is which.
Indeed.
I believe you should go first.
Okay, sure. So last week, obviously, I did a wrestling theme. Which was,
you did.
Wrestling storylines.
Entertaining.
I've done a similar thing this week.
Yeah.
It's wrestling gimmicks. So for all people who are not familiar with the jargon, a gimmick, an angle is a storyline. A gimmick is the character that the wrestler's got.
A gimmick.
So, for example,
right, yeah. It's a lot of lingo.
Yeah, well, it's just that's the way it is, isn't it?
Oh.
But, so, like, say Stone Cold Steve Austin, his gimmick is that he's a beer drinking SOB. You know, that it's just basically the character what defines them as a character.
Yeah, wife beater.
Yeah. So so basically with this one, I've got 3 characters. 2 of them actually existed. One of them is a lie. You've got to tell me which one is the lie.
Oh God. Right,
so similar to last week, but
okay,
different.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one is Santa Claus, an evil Santa who lived in the South Pole and stole presents. That's the first one.
Okay.
The second one is Kerwin White, a golfer who rejected his Mexican heritage and used the phrase, "If it ain't white, it ain't right."
What?
Yeah, that's the second one.
What?
I'll go through them again. The third one is The Great Fancy, a 6'11", 300-pound gay man who would constantly freak out his opponent with his weird and overtly sexual mannerisms. So they're the 3. 2 of them are real, 1 is fake. I'll go through them again.
Yeah, quick roundup.
So the first one, Santa Claus, an evil Santa who lived in the South Pole and stole presents. Second one, Kerwin White, a golfer who rejected his Mexican heritage and used the phrase, "If it ain't white, it ain't right." And the third one is the Great Fancy, a 6'11", 300-pound gay man who would constantly freak out his opponents with his weird and overtly sexual mannerisms. Which one of these is the lie?
I'll tell you what. Santa Claus, that's 50-50. I'm 50-50 on that.
Yeah.
The second one, what was it again?
Kerwin White.
A
golfer who rejected his Mexican heritage and used the phrase, "If it ain't white, it ain't right."
Now, I don't think that could get past marketing.
Okay.
I think when they said, "Oh, should we make some merch for this wrestler?" What should we put on the t-shirts? So I don't think that was that. What was the third one again?
So Santa Claus, Kerwin White, and then the Great Fancy, a 6'11", 300-pound gay man who would constantly freak out his opponents with his weird and overtly sexual mannerisms.
We all know someone like that, don't we?
I'm looking right at him.
So I am going to go for the third one is a lie, because I'm hoping that they wouldn't promote, anti-gay
So
shit.
you don't want them to promote anti-gay, but racism is fine.
Better the devil you know.
So final answer, what are you saying?
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of
The
a
Great
guess,
Fancy.
Yeah. Right.
You're spot on.
What? I got it?
Yeah, you got it.
That was the fake one?
That was the fake one. I was really hoping that Kerwin White would trip you up. Kerwin White actually existed. You may know a wrestler called Eddie Guerrero.
No.
Okay, well, he's dead now, but he was a very famous Mexican wrestler, one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
His nephew, I think, Chavo Guerrero, he's the guy who, basically went away for a bit. And, don't get me wrong, this guy's got, a tan, he looks Mexican. Comes back with bleach blonde hair. I'll show you a picture. Here he is. You want a picture? That's him natural. Yeah, here's the Kerwin White.
God. Oh my goodness.
If it ain't white, it ain't right. He used to come up with a golf caddy.
That is the whitest non-white man.
They bleached his hair blonde to make him more white.
Now, do you reckon, right, that was his choice? Or do you reckon he went into his manager's office
Well,
and they went, Javier, it's getting stale.
Chavo.
Oh, right, Chavo, yeah. It's getting stale, mate. Let's make you white.
I mean,
Jesus Christ.
You'd think that he would, have a problem with it. But, it's wrestling, so I don't know. I don't know, people have done some weird, as we explained last week, people have done some weird shit in wrestling. Yeah,
very weird stuff. So this is my Would You Lie to Me? 3 factoids, one of them's going to be a lie.
Yep.
Here we go. Mine are about fish.
Okay.
Today.
A specific fish?
No, just fish.
Just fish in general.
Just fish.
Okay.
Right? Here we go. Fact number 1. Studies suggest that fish do not feel pain.
Not really a fact, but okay.
Right.
I love how your first fact always starts with studies suggest this may every week without fail. Go on. Go on.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Okay. There was once a species of electric eel that, when frightened, would shock itself to death. Fact number 3: the only fish that can blink is a shark.
Right, go through them again for me.
Okay. Fact number 1: studies suggest, or in this case, we're going to say that fish don't feel pain.
Yeah.
Fact number 2: there was once a species of electric eel that, when frightened, would shock itself to death. And fact number 3: the only fish that can blink is a shark.
Okay.
No
so,
looking at chat, so don't help.
So
chat.
the second one seems plausible. Because I know there are some creatures like that where, like, their own superpowers tend to, like, fuck them up. Well, I mean, they can shoot electric. What do you call it? It's magic, you know. There's only fish that can blink. Okay, so we can take out whales, I'm assuming, because they're mammals, not fish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I know most fish don't blink. I think maybe not even sharks blink, but I'm not sure about that. What was the other one again? The one I mentioned? They don't feel pain. They don't feel pain.
Yeah. Pescatarians say different.
That could be bullshit. The first one could be, but then...
Oh no, that's if you only eat fish.
Right, the second one, I'm pretty much ruling that out. I'm pretty sure that's true. Even though every time I say that always ends up being the one that's wrong. But hey, so I'm gonna go with that's wrong. I'm gonna say that the study suggests thing. No, because every time you do a study suggest, it's always true. Sharks are the only ones that can blink. That's wrong.
Sharks are the only ones that can blink.
I don't think they can blink, but I don't think any fish can blink.
Okay. Right, so studies suggest that fish do not feel pain. That, as far as I know, is correct.
Yeah, see, I knew it. Every time you say studies suggest, I'm never going for that again.
There was once a species of electric eel that, when frightened, would shock itself. That was the one I made up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Crap. I have heard stories like that, though, of, like, an animal can do a certain thing, but it can actually kill itself because of that certain thing. I can't think of any examples right now.
A pufferfish that's gone too far.
Was it been chewed up by some dolphins? Pass the puffer to the left hand side.
And the only fish that can blink is a shark. Now I thought that was true, right?
Well, it better be. It's two truths and one lie.
I may have just been fact checked here.
Oh, again.
I may have just been fact checked.
Mate, you are terrible.
Mate, I had an hour. Give me a sec. Oh shit.
You are terrible.
I am terrible. Hold on. I'm gonna.
Do you even
podcast? Fact check, bro? Yeah.
Do you even podcast, bro?
General consensus is that the shark is the only fish that blinks. Okay. However, they got me on a technicality.
It's always a technicality with you.
Sharks don't blink in the way that we're used to. They have upper and lower eyelids, but these lids don't move. And don't close over the eye.
I'll take that. That's close enough to a blink.
Yeah? What,
yeah.
do they just
sort of roll they're swimming in
down?
water. They clearly don't need to blink to get rid of shit in their eyes. Like, they're literally surrounded by water at all times. It's like, let me wash my eye out. You literally live in the wash.
Yeah.
But
I got salt in my eye.
I'll take the whole, they've got a third thing that technically is a blink. That's fine.
Yeah, okay. Well, that got me through by the skin of my teeth, so I'll take that.
Lucky.
I'll take that.
I'm not happy about the fact that I haven't had a Would You Lie to Me right in about 6 shows.
I'm too good for you, mate.
Yeah.
Too good for you.
Too good, or just too bad at collecting research.
I will play some very nice lo-fi.
Yeah.
Right? And then we'll come back with whatever we've got left. I think
it's just Would You Rather.
Would You Rather. We'll just crack out a few of them.
I've got one, and we'll do a couple more on the fly.
Wicked. Because we've been live for almost 2 hours now. I think this is the longest show we've done in a little while. So
the last one was pretty long.
Yeah, I think it was about hour and a half.
After editing.
Yeah. So this is some lovely little lo-fi here. This is Immune. She didn't even say bye.
Love a bit of lo-fi.
Do you want to say bye, Rhys?
Well, no, we're not finished yet.
No. You know. I was just trying to. All right, here we go. lo-fi and that. I've got the wrong headphones on.
Of course you do.
Tits. I'll wait for that to end.
I love like how just long and winding the lo-fi titles are. Like she didn't even say goodbye. It was like, I went to the shop the other day and came back with 6 litres of vodka. That's like a name of a song. Like.
Well, look at this. Where is it? There's a bad smiley face. There's a frowny face.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't see that in song names.
Exactly.
These days.
All lowercase
It's weird,
stylized
isn't it?
as well.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Edgy.
Yeah.
Edgy, that is. Lovely. So we are going to now bust out a few would you rathers.
Would you rather?
Would you rathers.
I've got one. Since I've already got it, I'll just start. But I do want to preface this by saying I completely stole it from 2 Pints with Ralph and Will, which Americans won't have a clue what the hell that is. But it's basically a podcast with Ralph Little and Will Mellor from 2 Pints of Lager and a Packet of Crisps.
Oh, yeah.
And so they basically just chat shit, what their life is about these days.
Yeah.
But they do some Would You Rathers too. So I'm completely stole this one. And it's a pretty good one. It's actually, I'll steal 2 of them because if I'm going to steal of them, may as well steal properly.
Yeah.
So, would you rather speak all languages or speak to animals?
I'm sure I've done that one before.
Well, we're doing it again. You haven't done it with me, I know
Speak
that
to animals. Definitely. I'd love to have a chat with a house cat.
See, I'm the complete opposite.
Really?
I'd rather speak all languages.
Humans are shit.
Animals are thick as fuck.
No, they're not.
You're going to be talking to a dog, right?
Yeah.
And the dog's going to be like...
talk to a dog.
I want to sniff that dog's ass over there.
No, but in his
And
head,
it's gonna
he
be like,
might be
"Food,
going...
Food.
You don't know what's going through a dog's head,
Bull.
mate.
Bull.
But you would if you could speak to him. You could say, "Why are you sniffing
Alright,
that dog's ass?"
say the dog.
go,
Say the dog is like a little bit into, like the dog or
heritage.
memes.
Yeah.
Say a dog could speak like a dog or meme. Fair enough. That's like almost enough intelligence, like speaking to a small child.
A doggo meme.
But like,
why would it do a doggo meme?
no, I'm saying like if that's the way dogs spoke when you spoke to them, like like they don't like I don't know if you've seen the dog.
like
they don't say the words properly and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah.
So like it's be like speaking to a small child. That's fine. But like dogs are one of the most intelligent animals, and that's the level you're at. So like imagine if you were talking to say I don't know, fucking a rat or a fucking.
You're picking boring animals.
Well, come on then, because you don't see a giraffe every day, do you, mate? So
I was going to say giraffe.
How are you going to talk to one? You're going to travel to fucking wherever they've got a giraffe.
Skype.
Yeah. You live in Wales, mate. The most exciting thing you're going to get is a fox and a badger.
Yeah, I haven't seen one sheep since I've been here.
Well, it's because you're in the city.
Yeah, true.
I've
been lied to.
Go 5 miles that way. The shit for days.
But no, I would go and have a chat with a house cat, or just.
But like,
loads of.
This is the thing, right? Like, you speak to animals. It's a fun little thing. Like, oh yeah, I can find out what that dog wants and all that. But like, if you could speak all languages, think how that could like transform your life. You could literally get like pretty much any job you wanted, to an extent. Because like you like, you know what I mean? You can speak any language. You can communicate with anyone. You could be like the ultimate translator. You could do business deals all around the world.
Yeah.
Or shit, just show off. You could be like,
yeah.
You could listen. Like, we've got so many foreign people in work, and if they're like talking in a different language and you're curious about what they're saying,
yeah,
instant, you can understand everything.
Yeah, but what if you're walking past 2 foxes? And they give you a little bit of a dodgy look.
I mean...
And you go, what have they just been saying about me?
But they're probably just saying, like...
Look at that fucking weirdo over there.
Or,
staring at some foxes, you fucking psycho.
But, like, but the fox is going to run away before you've even got a chance to communicate with it. And then all you're going to hear is...
It depends what time of year it is, but... Or how many foxes I've got hold of.
Well, like, you're going to have seagulls and they're just going to be like, mine. You're
thinking, I don't know. I
mean, if animals were as intelligent as us, well, they'd be running the world for a start. They would have evolved to actually be able to do shit we can do. So I'm not saying all animals are stupid. Well, I am. But, like, they're smart for animals.
Yeah, all right. But in the long run, what would you rather be? An animal or a human? As in just like in the next 1,000 years. I'd rather be an animal.
I'd rather be a human.
Why? We're probably all going to go.
Because animals don't have Facebook.
They don't need it. They can just communicate with each other. This is alright. So that was a good would you rather, I
Yeah.
think. But let's sum it up. I would go for talking to animals because I like.
Definitely talking
Animals and
languages because one, I wanted to learn some languages and I wouldn't have to learn, I would just know it. And second of all, I just think it would be advantageous to possible. Like, I could write a book in Latin just for the fuck of it.
Whereas Doctor Dolittle
Oh, well, you could talk to
doesn't
fish
mean
well then.
anything.
Well,
Blop, blop,
and not being funny,
blop, blop, blop.
you know, Aquaman is the joke of DC. And what can he do? He can talk to fish.
You can tell him to do
Name
stuff.
one cool hero that can talk to animals. Like, literally, the last Doctor Dolittle film got absolutely destroyed because Robert Downey Jr. tried doing a terrible Welsh accent.
What, he was trying to be Welsh?
Well, Doctor Dolittle is Welsh. The legend of Doctor Dolittle that it's based on.
Eddie is. I was about to say Eddie Izzard. Eddie Murphy didn't sound.
No, because
too
they
Welsh.
didn't take that aspect of it. But if you look at the folklore, it's a Welsh legend, like Doctor Dolittle is.
Wow.
So when Robert Downey Jr. did it, they sort of dove into the lore a bit more, and he tried to sound Welsh,
Wow.
but he's terrible at doing a Welsh accent.
Yeah.
So, but my point is, anyway, all talking to animal related stuff, they're just losers. Like, no one cares about Aquaman. You know,
I don't know.
I
We'll
just think
have
talking
to agree to disagree.
Yeah,
on
we'll
that
agree to
one.
disagree,
Yeah,
but that's-
we'll come back to it with some more points. Let's have a look at what
you could write a
said.
book in dog if you could speak to animals.
Imagine that.
Well, I mean,
See, look, you're there like, oh, I could write a book in Japanese.
I mean, could you though? Like, dogs don't have a text.
yeah, but you would draw images, wouldn't you?
Well,
And
so
you'd go, "Look,
so
this
what? Dogs write in drawings, is what you're saying.
Well, if there's a way to communicate with them, they would either have a language or we would communicate with them in the way that they think. So, but anyway, yeah, that was a good one. It sparked
Come on, let's get your
quite a
one going then.
conversation. I don't have one.
You don't have one? Oh, fucking useless. Okay, I've got one more. And this is also stolen from the Two Pints podcast.
Yeah.
So sorry, Ralph. Sorry, Will. You know, but hey, you're famous, sharp.
Yeah.
Would you rather have bionic arms or bionic legs?
What's my job?
Well, I don't know. You live in your same life. You could do whatever you want.
I probably have bionic legs, so that I
See-
could save my energy for my arms.
It's a tough one because, like, you just got to think what you can do with each one. Like,
But imagine if you didn't have to like worry about having to walk anywhere.
my legs are pretty good as they are, and you still have to walk
I
everywhere.
know I'm bad, but
No, but you'd still have to walk everywhere.
yeah,
you
but
just have
you would
bionic
have
legs.
bionic legs, so they wouldn't even.
Well, for me personally, I literally remember one of my school reports. My PE teacher commented, "Rhys has 0 upper body strength." So,
I could just imagine you trying to climb a rope.
so I think,
There's a gym
so I
teacher
think
there
that having
going, "You're
bionic
shit."
arms might actually help me personally more than legs because my legs are pretty good.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. We got one cute creeper saying he would do the legs too.
Yeah, and Mandy.
And we got Mandy Bryan
I
saying
think
legs.
everyone is going for the legs, but like I said, 0 upper body strength.
Yeah,
I need the confidence boost,
yeah.
and I need to go and show my PE teacher that I can climb that rope.
Imagine cycling with bionic legs.
I mean,
That would be mad.
your legs would be like overpowering, and like you'd break the chain just because
Yeah,
you're like, just end up running. It'd be better.
Oh, we got one cute creeper saying, "Lift with your knees, Rhys.
Oh, I know.
Lift with your knees. Don't worry about your back.
Yeah,
Just sort of twist it
yeah,
and then lift. That's the rules.
yeah. Of
That's
course.
the rules. Twist
But
your back and lift.
I literally though, when it comes to upper body strength, I'm pretty piss poor. So I would take the bionic arms just so I could lug things around better.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
those Russian ladies who get the logs on their shoulders.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. That's the way.
Yeah, you could go into like World's Strongest Man contest or whatever. Make everyone your bitch, and you like look like you haven't had leg day ever in your life. But
Yeah.
you just got these bionic arms.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how pretty they would be. They might be like steampunk.
Well, I'm assuming
looking.
they're just like disguised as normal arms, but they're just bionic.
Oh, okay.
Because
Well.
otherwise, people would be like, "What the fuck is wrong with that?" You'd be stuck in a fucking government building, you know.
But no, that's what we would do if we didn't have arms or legs.
Well, no. If we had bionic arms with legs.
Yeah. Well, we
If we didn't have arms with legs, that's a whole different thing.
we had.
Rhys, what about parcel tongue? Well, I mean, technically, if you're going to...
What's parcel tongue?
Parcel tongue is a language from Harry Potter, which is the ability to speak to snakes. Now, here's a question. That's an official language. So
what?
Like, in Harry Potter, I mean.
Right.
So, like, if you're using those languages from Harry Potter, because, like, you've also got, like, goblin languages called gobbledygook.
What?
Gobbledygook.
No way.
That's what they call goblin language in Harry Potter, yeah.
That's quite good. I like that.
So what I'm saying is, if they've got all those languages and they're technically languages, wouldn't speaking all languages be able to allow you to speak parcel tongue as well? Even though technically you're speaking to an animal. Do you get what I'm saying?
Well, could you in learning all languages learn body language as well?
I mean,
then you would be able to talk to
technically,
animals.
yeah. No, well, no, because the question was speak all languages.
Oh.
So it'd have to be a verbal language.
Oh, right, yeah.
But yeah. So if we did include magical creatures languages, or Harry Potter languages,
yeah,
then I guess parcel tongue would count as mine anyway. It would count in both.
Yeah,
it'd be like, you know, when you got those
two circles,
and
then they meet in the middle. Yeah, and there's just that word there.
What's it called? The Venn diagram, I think it's called.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
So the parcel tongue is the Venn diagram of languages and speaking to animals.
Yeah, I mean, let alone it's in Harry Potter. So I think that brings us to the end of the show.
I think so. Yeah, it's been a lengthy one. We're getting good at filling these 2 hours.
Yeah, we'll have to shut up.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know when we're going to be back. I imagine it's going to be within
hopefully
a week or two.
Oh, well, at least at the very, very worst, it'll be within the next month. Like even if like we can't get any shit done with our schedule, we'll at least try and get a show in a month.
Yeah.
But ideally, we want like obviously a weekly show, but just in case like our schedules decide to fuck us over.
Yeah. It'll be at least once a month.
Yeah.
Expect more.
Hopefully more. Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, but we do know though, going back to the normal world news, that the lockdowns are sort of easing up now. Everything should kind of be back to normal by the end of May.
That has been a thorn in our side.
So hopefully we'll be able to sort of get regular shows going towards the beginning of summer.
Yeah.
We'll have
it's on the way up. The only way is up,
baby.
Nice. Right. So that will be it. My name is Adam.
My name is Rhys. And don't forget, before we go, subscribe to everything, like everything. You know the deal.
Yeah,
if you see something and our name's on it, click the heart button or
just
whatever.
Share it.
Shit.
Share it. Like it if you like. Whatever.
Yeah.
This has been the Something Show. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, see you next time.
Goodbye.